Hello there, and welcome back for another example of a table. I am on page 71 of your student text, and we are looking at a taxonomy example. Remember, taxonomy is the way of naming and classifying living things. And I already see a spelling mistake that I have made all my life. Right here in the word taxonomic. I did it okay up here, but I missed it there, and that's plagued me for as long as I've been doing science. So let's fix that. Make it taxonomic rank. And I want to do this a little differently. I'm going to give you some clues that will help you figure out the animal that I'm describing, okay? And I've already given away part of it. I didn't mean to say animal. I meant to say the living thing that I'm describing. Sorry, I got a text message. So let's start with, first of all, let me give you the ranks in order. And I want you to write these in with me. The first one is domain. That is the highest rank. Well, I'm just not having any luck with spelling today. The domain is the highest rank on the table. And then we have kingdom. And then we have phylum, class, order, family, genus, and species. So I'm going to give you the clues, and we are going to figure out what this living thing is that goes in that last slot there. So the first thing I'm going to tell you is the domain. The domain of this thing I'm describing is this. Remember this word from way back, eukaryote. So this creature that I'm describing is a eukaryote. So what does that mean? Do you remember? Think way back what eukaryote means. It means that the cells have a nucleus. And you might be thinking, well, so what? That means nothing to me. Really, all that tells me is that this creature is not a bacteria, that it is something a little more advanced than a bacteria. So then I tell you that the kingdom is Animalia. Well, that means animal. So now I've told you that the cells have a nucleus, and this is an animal. It is not a plant. So we can rule out every plant on the planet because it is not in the plant kingdom. So that helps a little bit. At least we know it's not an oak tree that I'm describing. It is an animal. Okay, its phylum is Chordata. And you might be thinking, I have no idea what that means. That's okay. It means it has a spinal cord. So I have just ruled out an earthworm. I have just ruled out a jellyfish, because this is an animal with a spinal cord. It's a vertebrate. So anything on that invertebrate table, let me flip back over there just a minute. Anything up here in this top section of that is out because it has a spinal cord. So I've narrowed it down. It's going to be something in this vertebrates category. So back to my table. Okay, class. I'm going to help you here. We're going to narrow it down quite a lot. it is a mammal, which means it has to have fur or hair. It feeds its babies milk. Its babies are born alive, etc. Warm-blooded. So now we have eliminated birds. We have eliminated reptiles, snakes, and fish. I'm sorry, reptiles, amphibians, and fish. We have eliminated a lot. Okay, order. This will help you too. Carnivora. Carnivora is a meat eater. So whatever this animal is that I'm trying to help you guess, it is a meat eater. And we'll add that in just a minute. We already added mamma. Remember, that means milk. So carn we'll add here in just a minute. Okay, so we know this creature eats meat. We know that it has fur. It has a backbone. Here's going to help you too. Felidae, which means cat. Okay, whatever this creature is, it is in the cat family. It is a feline. It's in the feline family. So that narrows it down, but there are still hundreds of kinds of cats. We could have a house cat. We could have a tiger. We could have a mountain lion. There are lots of different genus and species of cats. So what if I tell you that its genus is Panthera? And you might be thinking, oh boy, it's a panther. Well, it may be, but Panthera literally means big cats. So this is probably not the cat that's at home asleep on the couch. This is a big cat. And here's the final clue. The species is Leo or Leo. What does Leo make you think of? A lion. So the mystery animal is a lion. And I used this process of taxonomy to figure that out. And that's what scientists do. They start with the domain and they work down to the species. So let me ask you this. Could a lion and a tiger, that's actually not a good, because they can cross. Could a lion and a house cat have a kitten? A lion and a house cat. No. So they are not in the same species. Species is very specific. That's the most specific one of this whole ranking. So the cat is family. There are bunches of cats. There are big cats and little cats. That's the genus. But the actual species is the lion. And that's what we're trying to name. If you can name your species, that is very, very specific. Okay, let's add carn to our morphemes, and then I'm going to go eat lunch. I'm getting hungry. It's getting to be noontime, but then we'll finish up in a little while. So carn or carne, which usually has an E on it, is meat. And while I'm doing this, I want you to, herb is plant. So if something is an herbivore, it's going to eat plants. And that was not in our list, but it's one that you need to know just the same. So I'll add that in there. And, oops, I didn't mean to do that. Our list of morphemes is growing, guys. That's a good thing. Keep practicing those, and it will help you break down some of these big science words that you need to know. Okay, I will see you in the next video, and we will do some math in that video. We'll be looking at genetics, and that's one of my favorite topics because it has math. But we'll practice some examples of Punnett squares and quite a few examples of Punnett squares. So I'll see you soon for genetics. Have a great day.